Just heard the sirens right now. Hear that? Sound like it's right outside when it's further down. Oh, it's a fire engine. Here it comes right here. Right here. Fucking bizarre, huh? They must have missed an address, because I think they already passed by. Got the camera. It sounded like it was right in front of this place, and then they passed by again right there. Bizarre, huh? Alright, so the ambulance just passed by the same place, coming from a different direction, coming from this direction over here. Okay there. Yeah. Get up right here. Alright, I'm going to respond to a couple of comments probably and talk about bookmarking. And earlier we had the fire engines and stuff. And something's going on down there somewhere. Anyhow, man, I've been getting a couple of weird comments. Some good, some are decent. Usually I wind up inviting whoever comments to this Homer Cocktail 076 site. Even if they're bad comments, I try to keep it so that if you can't see it in the college classroom, one guy just said, "You fucking suck," about one of my videos. Come on, do a little better than that, right? I didn't invite that guy, but that was a while back, so I erased him. I don't even know who he is anymore. That's before I started the site. Anyhow, so once in a while, if you don't get an invite, it's probably because you're not thinking, you know, beyond like what a fucking crazy 6th grader would be thinking or something like that. But most of you guys are okay, man. Once in a while, I even let the borderline ones go. There was a couple people here earlier trying to get this thing running, and they're going to take this away, the little tractor. Using the background for a couple of my avatar photos or whatever, just for fun. Delicious, Magnolia, what else is there? Magnolia's gone. Obviously Google, Yahoo. There's some bookmarking sites where you could take your little YouTube URL and expose it to more people. There's one called milkandcookies.com, and you get voted off. You can only submit one URL per day. There used to be a decent one called Pounce, which is like Plurk, P-L-U-R-K, Plurk. You know, speaking of those fire engines, I was thinking about this epidemic that's going on with that killer flu and everything like that. And I was thinking, wow, man, I read The Stand in 2002. Stephen King described it as one of his personal favorites of the books he's written. I've read 17 Stephen King books, by the way. Counting the Backman books, there's 4 of those plus Thinner, 5, make it 5. Then I read Regulators eventually, so 6 of them were Richard Bachman. But yeah, we got that going on, and I'm like, wow, man. But today I put Dirt from Alice in Chains on the Milk and Cookies, just trying to remember the grunge era and everything like that. And it was one of my favorite albums for a while, but I just put the single, the title track, on the Milk and Cookies. And sometimes they catch, sometimes they last. On the island, they call it the Islands. I had one, a Christopher Cross cover at the youtube.com Homer Cocktail site. It lasted for quite a while, and it's in the hundreds. Now, I've seen some girls that are in the hundreds of thousands and tens of thousands as far as their views. And I don't want to compare musical styles or anything. And, they're pretty girls and all. But, obviously people want different things. And Eddie Van Halen, not that I'm comparing myself to him, I remember he said something about saying that he had a problem playing the song exactly the way it was originally written. Some early songs that Van Halen did was Pretty Woman, Roy Orbison, a cover. You're No Good, Linda Ronstadt. And obviously, they touch him up and all. And I'm going to be insulting to some of the people out there, but you get what you pay for. And this YouTube thing, guitar's a hobby right now. If I got paid for it, I would practice. And some of these people, man, one guy said he's going to cut off part of his genitals and do something, and I'm like, wow, dude, you're freaking weird. And, here I am dumping it on you, dumping that guy's whacked out idea on you, the audience, and I apologize. But, yeah, those people, I'm not going to invite at all. And that was a policy, is try to get my critics all on one side. Good or bad, however that is. But, those bookmarking sites make it a little easier. Go tinyurl.com/grp-bookmarks. And you can get a whole slew of them, Caboodle, etc. And it's just a shortcut I made, and I found a new URL shortening thing. It's tubeurl.com. I don't know. I've only tried it once. Didn't do me too well. But tinyurl is pretty good. That was kind of weird. Just getting the fire engines going past right after the swine, or this that obscene flu virus scare. Like, oh shit, what's going on here, man? And you start thinking about the stands and all. But you guys, hang in there. I'm doing all right, but I'll be catching up pretty soon with some of my bookmarkings, possibly. If not, I go with a couple of the basics: Dig, D-I-G-G, and Mix, M-I-X-X. Those are decent. And then there's Digo and a few others, Faves, Reddit. So this one's about the bookmarking, and obviously about that little weird incident where I'm like, wow, have fun, man.